This is just a test, folks. Just a test. I'll be back here in 15 minutes. Need to go pee. I need to go pee. Hello, Dev, Billy Bob, Danny Wayne. Glad you're here. Now, you got time to text your friends, text your family, text your church members, text the people in your contacts and get them to join us right here. I went on early enough to get people to start contacting your friends. Get them here. Collective prayer. We're going to call this the beginning, the first day of the International Week of Prayer, the Lord's Prayer. I just got through reading Matthew 5 and listening to the Sermon on the Mount and understanding that Jesus gave us a lot of information in a short period of time that day before the multitudes of people. Talked about blessings and forgiveness. He talked about prayer. He talked about how we should forgive others and how we would be blessed, and the humble and the mournful, and he talked about all the wonderful things that this world could be if we lived by those teachings. He had one chance, one opportunity before he was crucified to tell the multitudes of people how to live and how to believe and how to pray. Deb, don't delete any messages. They can all be there today. Everybody is welcome in. Today is the International Day that starts the International Week of the Lord's Prayer, spoken precisely at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the hour before noon, an hour in which we can stop for just a moment, wherever you are, with as many people as you can connect with at that moment, and stop and recite the words that Jesus gave us for such a time as this. Our world, not only America, Canada, Russia, Ukraine, North Korea, South Korea, the Philippines, Japan, all India, all around the world, there's evil flourishing in our world, and there's no way to fix it without God's help. But if we can collectively gather around the world at a precision in time, and all with a great voice, sound the trumpet to God, asking him to do his will, not ours. He may have things a little differently than we have them in our head, or that we think he could be different. I don't have StreamYard, Danny, so I don't know how to do a live panel on YouTube. Okay? So the answer to that one would be no. I don't know how to do a live panel. Perhaps for tomorrow's prayer, Deb can help me work that out, because we are going to do this every day for the next week. We're actually going to do it for 2 weeks, because we're going to do it every day until Donald Trump is seated in office. Because I firmly believe that God has sent a man such as this for a time such as this. The peacemaker. Peace around the world is the goal. To have peace, to love one another, respect one another, respect each other's right to an opinion, and each other's right to a belief, when that belief does not harm others or attempt to harm others. Jesus said to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Not as they do unto you, but as you would have them do. Okay? Today, in just 20 minutes, less than that, it's 9:27 here at 10 a.m. my time and 11 a.m. DC time, we will begin a collective prayer. Perhaps it'll be the prayer that's heard around the world. I don't know. I know the power of this internet, and I understand the power of collective prayer. I can attest to that power is tangible. I remember being in the uh, convoy crowd, and someone began the prayer of the Lord's Prayer, and everyone in the crowd began to pray along. And the power in that crowd was tangible. It's my alarm telling me that it was time to go live. Guess what? I done did. And I've got 9 people in here right now and 4 likes. So I guess everything's going okay. Because he said whenever any 2 or 3 are gathered, or whenever any 3 are gathered, I am also. Well, we got 3 times that. We got 10 now. Okay? So we're cooking with gas on the front burner to make the beginning of this Lord's Prayer time to just not ask in wordy prayer. I mean, it says, Jesus said, and I quote, "But thou, when thou prayest, enter thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. But when ye pray, use not vain repetition. It is the heathen do, for they think they shall be heard for their much speaking. But not ye, therefore, liken unto them, for your Father knoweth the things that you have need of before you ask him. After this manner, thou pray ye." And it's the Lord's Prayer, and it can be found in the book of Matthew and the King James Version, the book of Matthew, starting at the 9th verse and going through the 13th verse. So we've got to do this. And like someone once said, it can't hurt. It may be powerful. I believe it is. I do believe that Jesus gave us those words, and they're so prophetic for this time. Okay? Like the line that says, deliver us from evil. Oh, the evil that's in this world just sinks my heart. The human trafficking and the abuse, the lying. The lying is a sin. To tell an untruth is a sin. And our politicians are rampant with it. Our media, rampant with it. We need transparency. We need openness. We need forgiveness, kindness. We need to work on making America great again. Because when we are great, the world is greater. So today, here in just a little bit, we're going to recite the words that Jesus gave us to use. Now, I'm not a Bible thumper, okay? I don't go to church. I don't have a congregation that I spill my wants and needs to, except unless it's you guys. I mean, I do. Sometimes I get really off the deep end. I got a warning on my channel for medical misinformation, so we won't be discussing anything to do with the physical care of the human body and intelligence. Also found out today that there's some place where I can go and read books and use my voice and perhaps get paid to do so. What do y'all think of that? Think I should try that? Reading me some children's books, maybe. I'd like some old Brer Bear, Brer Rabbit. It is now 9:30, and I'm going live. Howdy, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. You know what a great day this is today. The good Lord has blanketed the Capitol in snow, cleaning the air, washing the streets. You might say, look at it positively. Question is, many of the congressional members was informed of the weather problem and was told to remain in D.C. because they have to be there today. It is by Constitution that they gather today to certify the election. Question is, will they make it? Can they zoom in? Do they physically have to be in the building, in the room, at the point the election is certified? I'm not sure about that answer. If anyone in the chat knows the answer to that and can put it in here and let us know, what is the calling off the certification due to weather? Can that be done? And how is that done? Would be quite interesting, since these dates are pretty much set in stone. Can they be certified without all the members present? That would be one for the Supreme Court to answer. Kind of wondering. My brain works that way. Hello, Night Sun 44. Welcome, welcome. Florida Mama Bear, thank you for being here. Thank you. I got my injections in my back, and that lets me move a little better. And then it turned off, and it's 16 degrees here. I'm going outside. Injections or no injections, that cold hurts. Yeah, stiffens me up. And I don't want to get stiffened up. I'm pretty loose today. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling good about my country. I'm feeling good about my soul. And I'm feeling good about the people. I truly believe that the power lies in the people. Time to make phone calls. Okay? While you're sitting in and if you have power, we got a lot of people here in Missouri without it. And I got there's a few more people across the country going to be without power as this storm goes through. But for those of us who have the power, it's time. Time to call them. Time to put them on notice that they work for you. Time to let the chefs look at the menu. What is it that you want? Okay? Now, I done up and read Agenda 47, and I pretty much approve with everything there. If they can get it through. But that's going to take you. You got to call them, especially them that voted no on not letting pedophiles guys into our country and kicking out those that do that kind of thing. I can't believe that I believe 157, 158 Democrats voted no on that single line item bill. 158 Democrats voted no. We should not kick out people who do things that are immoral to other human bodies. Gotta be real careful how you talk here on YouTube. Yeah, so I hope y'all can understand my rhetoric. But we've got to do something. So, no matter who it is, we've got to stop the evil part of this world we're living in. But we've got to remember, it's not our choice. No matter what we want, doesn't matter. What matters is what God wants. His will, not ours. We might look at these things one way, and God forbid, but they might look at them another. One thing leads to another, and I mean, everything happens for a reason, and I have to remember that. Well, that's the thing is with the ones I get, I have to drink coffee immediately, very quickly after I get them. It's something about them swelling. They're going into my sciatic joints because my hips are so unlevel. My hip bones have literally taken all the myelin off of my sciatic nerves at the sciatic joint. And this stuff kind of works as a barrier between the bone and the nerve so that it doesn't short my legs out. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You're walking down the street and all of a sudden you get a premonition. You got about 15 to 30 seconds before you got to sit down or you're going to fall down because your legs are leaving. They ain't there no more. Doesn't last long. Kind of once I get seated, the bone comes off the nerve and I'm fine. But as this stuff that they're putting in my joints wears down, it takes about 10 weeks. I can only get the injections. I can't even make the appointment for the injections until I'm 3 months out. So, but at about 10 weeks, it starts wearing out and my legs disappear. You do a nice stretch in bed, even my hip out. Mine not that bad, but I'm semi young. Okay. Uh night night sun. Uh also got the message about the Lord's Prayer last few weeks. I got spasms last night too from the cold. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got the message because we hope that the message went out everywhere. I tried putting it out as many places as I could find. I went onto YouTube channels and went in the comment section and posted it. I posted it everywhere, and if y'all got it many times, you'll know. Just a moment. Hello, hello. Okay. Sorry, I hit the wrong button, guys. All right. So thank you. Uh, Mama Bear, thank you. Not son, thank you. I am so sorry. Uh, what I was saying was that we everything happens for a reason, and I was sitting here just watching YouTube channels, and all of a sudden I heard a thought. I'm not going to say it's God talking. I can't prove that. All I can do is say that I'm sitting here and suddenly a thought came in and about the Lord's Prayer and how powerful it is. And if we could just get people to do it, things could be a whole lot greater and in this world. And so I said, okay, what am I supposed to do? And I just started doing how do I get people to hear that? And I just started putting it out there, and you hadn't gone deaf, honey. It was me. I muted because that phone call. It was one of them phone calls from one of them Indian kind of people that tried to sell me or get me to change my Medicare, and I'm so sick of those calls. Okay, instead I just told him, hey, are you going to join us in the International Week of Prayer? Can you do the Lord's Prayer at 11 o'clock DC time? And they finally hung up on me, but I got the word out. I was saying, I think it was muted when I was saying I was going through the grocery store and get groceries because it's going to get cold. And I ran into a lot of people, and I stopped at every one of them and told them about this Lord's Prayer movement. Every one of them, and not one, all of them agreed that they'd join in. Now, whether they keeping their word or they not keeping their word, at least they know. And perhaps two people can tell two people, and they'll tell two more and two more and two more. And before long, we got millions of people praying the Lord's Prayer at 11 o'clock DC time. Yes, Nache, that will be 14 minutes from, well, actually, it's 9:47 here, okay? And at 9:58, I'm going to quiet it down from 9:59 to here, my time, which would be 10:59 DC time. We will take 1 minute of silence in remembrance of Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greasom, and the other one I can never think of his that passed away 4 years ago today. Okay? And then at exactly 11, we will begin to recite the Lord's Prayer. We'll see what happens. I'm watching my clock real close here. I've got basically a timer. I need to just set my timer. I'll turn my phone on here, and I'm going to go to my clock, and I am going to go to the timer. Okay, and it's 9:48. So I'm going to set it for uh, 10. Okay, I got my timer set for 8 minutes. And I don't know how much help we need from God. We need a lot of help from Him. We need Him to shower this country with compassion, understanding, and most of all, we need peace. We need to end the wars. We need to end the abuse. We need to end so much evil and get back to what is really important. Okay? You know, that extra meal. You cook and you got leftovers. Don't put them away for leftovers. Find a needy neighbor and give them a meal. How hard is that? Don't have to say why. Don't have to have a rhyme or reason. You don't have to have a holiday to do something good. Just think of others. You got to take care of yourself, okay? In my world, I come first because if I can't take care of me, I can't do anything for anybody else. But once I have fulfilled what my needs are, I like to pass that any extras on to a neighbor. I have a friend who's 80 years old, lives about 6 trailers up from me, and she works at the senior center every day, helping others, serving food. And, when I cook a roast, there's always more for me. more than me and my roommate need. So I always give her a call and tell her, bring a bowl, bring a bowl. Come have some stew. Come have some soup. Come have some chili. Hey, I fixed an extra pork chops and got extra potatoes and carrots. Come on down, I'll give you a plate. She's by herself. It's hard to cook for one. It's hard to cook for just two. So thank you. Hello, English Rose. Hello, my dear. How are you from across the pond? Love you, love you. We have 5 minutes and 12 seconds. At which time we will do a moment of silence, 1 minute for silence, and then for those lives lost on January 6th, 4 years ago, and we'll begin to do our prayer, right? So it won't be long now. We've got 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Everybody, if you don't know the Lord's Prayer, you can pull it up in Matthew 5, okay? Verses 9 through 13. So you can recite it with us. If you don't know it, go ahead, Google it, pull it up, have the words in front of you, because that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the words that Jesus gave us for a time such as this. Okay, I have 11 people who've clocked in now, and I have 11 likes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Billy Bob. Billy Bob, Florida Mama, Night Sun, Deb's in here listening for sure. Everybody's here that God wants here. God's going to put everybody here He wants here, because those are the ones who He wants here. Everything happens for a reason. So, and when this is over, share it out, because tomorrow I'll try to come on here and not be on here for so long. I'm hoping to schedule this to come on just 10 minutes before. And we will give 10 minutes for everybody to get in the room that wants to be in the room as we begin to recite the Lord's Prayer again. Every day between now and the inauguration on the 20th, and every day after, okay? Anywhere you're at, when you're driving in a car, if you're walking through the grocery store, if you're standing in line at the bank. It's the International Week of the Lord's Prayer. 2 weeks. I guess it's 2 weeks till the 20th as of today. So we have 2 minutes and 37 seconds before we begin. I want you all to know that I love you simply because you breathe. Once you cease to breathe, you're in God's hands. But here on this planet, I love you because you breathe. No matter who you are or what you've done, or it's not my job to judge you. Mm-mm. Jesus said, judge not. So I'm not supposed to judge. It's not my job. Therefore, I want you all to know that I love you. And I'm always here for you if you never need me. You can give me a call. My number's public. Okay? Yes, dear, share the love. Share the love out. Do something kind for someone. I don't care if it's just to stop and let them out into traffic. One of the simplest kindness things you can do is when traffic's backed up is to make a hole and let somebody get out. Okay? We have 1 minute till we hit the minute of silence. We've got actually 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No, wait a minute. My clock says it's 9:56. Okay? So I got my timer wrong on here. I'm going to (9:56) according to my computer clock. I don't know if you guys all had that same time or not. Yes, I'll let God judge me, and I'll give him no reason to judge me harshly. Okay. Uh, you know, we do need justice for our J6ers. We need freedom for our J6ers who have been harshly treated. Restart my volume. Can you hear me now? Danny Wayne, can you hear me? Okay. Anybody else? Everybody hear me all right? I've got it turned up to the best of my ability. Okay. So it says I'm being heard. So 18, 16, 15, 14, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you. Same time, same station tomorrow.